Now, for some reason, they let him start streaming. This was widely regarded as a bad move. Welcome to Numbers. Today, we're starting off hopefully a little easier. I've been ambitious of late, and it's tiring. This morning, Candy Bowl by James Sinclair. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so Child's Play. Digits in cells separated by a dot are consecutive. Dots of the same color always separate the same two digits. For each pair of digits where at least one dot is given, all possible dots of that color are given. For each pair of digits where at least one dot is given, all possible dots of that color are given. On thermometers, digits increase in the tip. Digits in cells with a shaded square must be even. For each pair of digits where at least one dot is given, all possible dots of that color are given. Negative constraint. Indeed. Welcome, Sudoku fan. Look at this. 4 even things already. This is going to do color things. This is the colorist puzzle of color times. Except for that other puzzle that had 2 color schemes going on at the same time. That was even colorier. But, you know, I have a great color scheme which has, you know, a light yellow and a dark yellow, and a light green and a dark green, and a light blue and a dark blue, and a light red and a dark red-ish. And so my color scheme is the best. And what we're saying is all possible dots of that color are given. So after I shade these yellow and dark yellow, or just yellow in general maybe, but probably not. If I have yellow here, orange can't go next to it because it doesn't have a given yellow dot. Hello, Carl, welcome. So, like, the first thing to note is all 4 given colors are here and in the same box, so there's no overlapping. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is coloring odds and evens as dark and light, which is going to be fun. Yep, I am going to end up doing that. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to go back and, my goodness, I love my color schemes so much. It's so good. I'm so proud of myself. So my observation is going to be something cool and fun and fun and cool. Like, where does blue go in this box? It doesn't go here. It goes here. And this isn't the other red one. The other red one is here. And then these are gray, which is a color unto itself. And then I need blue and gray in this row, but I have blues up here. So this is gray, and this is some form of blue. And what I want to do with the evens, because all four evens are given, is I'm going to assert that the dark colors are the even ones. And then what I'm going to do is put the dark colors in and take the light color out of there and put it in here. Take red out of here and put it in here. Take green out of here because of this. And put it in here, but also I can't put orange next to orange and yellow without a dot. This is not dark yellow. This is not light yellow. This is not dark yellow. This is not light yellow. And if you're ever wondering why I say what it's not, it's because I'm clicking on the color that it's not to remove it. There's a dark blue here, but not here. Wait, no, I did that wrong. There's a light blue here, because this light blue isn't here. And then there's a dark blue down here, but it's not next to the light blue. So the light blue can't be here, because that's next to everything. And the dark blue also isn't here or here. Here because of adjacency to this, and here because of adjacency to this. So this is dark blue. Not dark blue. Not light blue. Not dark blue. Love me a good color puzzle. Green isn't doing anything yet. Light blue is only here though. So I have light green and gray. There's a dark yellow here. Dark green is here. Dark green in this box is here-ish. Yellows in this box. There's two of them, but there's no dot given, so they have to be separated. And then I need a green to finish the row. And down here I have dark blue, a red, and another green, but not here, and not here for green. This is my green. Light green isn't here or here, it's up here. We're just going to look down at this. This is not light green. This is not dark green. Dark blue, gray, and yellow, which is fine. Oh, this gray is looking up at this. We have other red, orange, and light blue. This one isn't the red one next to this. Oh, this dark green looks back up, knocks that out. So this is my dark green. This is not my dark green. Good morning, Drunk Chess. Welcome, welcome. We're off to a colorful start. I need two blues here, but they can't touch. This one's not dark blue, this one's not light blue. Kind of want to finish this. Oh, this is dark red. This is not dark red, this is not light red. This is not dark, no, it's not dark red, it's not light red, it's not dark red, it's not light red, it's not dark red, it's not light red, and it's not dark red, and it's not dark blue up above here, not light red. We're getting there. This needs orange in this row is only here. So this is not dark yellow. This is not light yellow. Now these two are, oh, I need a light red and I need a gray. And now this needs yellow. But this one's not yellow. This one's not green. And I need orange, dark yellow and light yellow here, but they can't touch, not allowed. And then I need dark red. And here I need blues that are not allowed to touch. And gray. That's not gray. This one here needs a light red that goes exactly here because it's not here. That's a dark green. Here I need light yellow and red, dark red. And here I need, oh, dark red can't touch light red. And dark yellow can't touch light yellow. Here I need gray and light green, but light green can't touch dark green. Light green looks down, that's not light green. That's not dark green. I need a light green here, but not there. So just here. That's not light green. That's not dark green. That's not light green. That's not dark green. Now I need a dark green here, but not here. This is dark green. And then light yellow is looking at light yellow here. That's not dark yellow. And then I need a dark red. Down here, I need light yellow and light red. Light red's not there. That's light red. Light yellow. Those aren't light yellow. That's not dark yellow. That's not light yellow. This is light yellow. I've got a blue pear. That's not dark blue. That's not gray. That's not dark blue. That's not light blue. That's not dark blue. That's not light blue. These aren't light blue. This is light blue. That's not dark orange. Dark yellow. This one is definitely a color. Dark yellow. This one is also definitely a color. Gray. And then this and this. I'll tell you what I like about this puzzle. The colors are like, as long as you have one of every different color along the thermometers and you position gray somewhere, it's all good. Like, this puzzle works just as well if you put the thermometer starting here, going through here, and going to here, because that exactly positions which odd digit is gray. For each pair of digits, how do I know? Like, all my light digits are here, all my dark digits are here. So it goes red, yellow, blue, green. But how do I know? Well, it's more than that. I know that this is a 1, 2, this is a 3, 4, this is a 5, 6, this is a 7, 8. And yeah, they're all odd. These are all even. So all of these are said ones. All of these are threes. All of these are fives. Oop. All of these are sevens, and this is 9. Right, because I know the odd evening. Sorry. Yes, of course. Yeah, the squares are all even. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. So 1 and 2 are friends. 3 and 4 are friends. 5 and 6 are friends. 7 and 8 are friends, and 9 has no friends. Easy peasy. And don't think I haven't forgotten. But I need to pause the McElroy Brothers music, the Adventure Zone music. Do I know how to play the guitar? No. The answer is no. Um, that's three in the corner. That's three in the spotlight, choosing its position, trying to keep an eye on two. I don't know if I can place it. No, I've assumed too much. Oh, D minor. That's not what D minor is. Maybe this is D minor. I've assumed too much. I've not deduced enough. I thought that I heard y'all laughing. Thank you. Okay. Uh, good palette cleanser. Love a good color puzzle. Um, let's go find another puzzle unless somebody has a suggestion. I'm accepting suggestions in the 3-star, two or 3-star to solo and 4-star to get help with. So I don't want to burn out. Let's go hunting. Where is my... Oh, that's not it. Nice. 3-star puzzles. Published after 2024. Don't know what that means. Ooh. Where are we at here? What do we have? Not for the faint of heart, let us update the doobly-doo. Well, let's pin the doobly-doo first. And then, where's my doobly-doo? All right. Not for the faint of heart by Abdul the Killer. Standard Sudoku rules apply. Cells containing values exactly one greater than an immediate neighbor within their box are shaded and are otherwise unshaded. Cells containing values exactly white crop key dot with an immediate neighbor diagonal or orthogonal within their box are shaded and otherwise are unshaded. Each letter represents a different digit. I mean, I mean, I mean, I just want to color it again. Hello, Baintic. Um, I will request that you speak English. It obscures the shading. What a good point. That's regrettable. Let's use letters then. Where are my letters? Did you disable my letters? Ugh. Why did you disable my letters? I need letters. Okay. Totally faint of the heart. T up there. There's a T. I said T up there. There's an F, just a hard F right there. Let's make these bigger. Let's just make them bigger. So, okay, the neighboring rule only applies within the box. So I can have a neighbor outside the box that is adjacent or not, and it won't affect the shading of this. I think that's the read. Um, so what is F adjacent to? F's friend is no, not E, I, N, H. Oh, I like this. This is hint. It's alphabetical and everything. This one's not T. Hint, hint. N is just doing N things, isn't it? It is. So F's friend is N, and it's not adjacent to its friend here. So N is going to go here. And it's also adjacent to its friend here, but not here because of our dreaded friend. So that's N, and that's N. This is an I, a pair. Oh no, AI has infiltrated Sudoku. This isn't A though, it's just I. Because F has a friend in this box, and it's N by Sudoku. And the reason why F is not O's friend is because O would also be F's friend, but it's O isn't shaded. Oh, cells containing values exactly one greater than its immediate neighbor. Oh dear. Sorry. I completely misread that. Absolutely correct. All right, run it back. Run it back. So this um, is N because of Sudoku. HIT, this isn't T. Okay, so this has a friend that's here, and this has a friend that's adjacent to it somewhere. But surely this is adjacent to its friend that is one greater, unless it doesn't isn't possible for it to have any friends that are greater than it. Uh, yeah, Ollie cut short at 9 before I even had my coffee. I think the only way for this to not have any friends greater than it is for it to be 9. Same with this. If this has no friend greater than it in the box, it must be 9. Uh, maybe. Um, I've kind of been starting somewhere between 9 and 10, and that's I usually get the rate around 10. But maybe he runs long sometimes. I don't know. Um, oh, he got daylight savings timed. It happened for him at a different time than me. Okay, this makes sense. Um, I put a 9 here because it's shaded white. It's shaded white. Or did I get that backwards? Cells containing exactly one. Oh, what? Yeah. No, again, I'm misreading it. Cells that are one greater than an immediate neighbor, therefore it has a neighbor that is one lower than it. So these are ones. Yes, I accept. This is one. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll understand this puzzle at some point. Um, Well, note that ones are always white because they never have friends. Um, and therefore, in this column, I'm going to put one here because it's not here, and those are all gray, and those are gray as well. And then I'm going to put one here because these aren't one because they're not A's. It's going to take one out of there and put one in here. And then this one looks here, and then this is one by Sudoku. And this is going to be T. And then this is one. And then this is one. Okay. All right. Do I have any candidates for? Um, the whites in those boxes are not two, but they still have to be immediate neighbors, right? I mean, this isn't two because it's white, but this can be two. Forgot one. Um, N? No. N? Probably. I need an I. This is I. Ones and I's are entirely very similar, but there's not a lot for that. Box 4. Yes, I know that these aren't two. My 2 is in gray. I know that these aren't 2. The 2 is in gray because they're adjacent to the 1, but I don't know how to do that. I mean, I could corner pencil mark that for the box, but I don't know if that's helpful. Oh, I guess if it's not adjacent to the 1 and it's gray, it also can't be 2. So one of these is 2. One of these is 2. T can be 2 because it is gray. Maybe these should be little. No, I don't like that. Oh well. Why is T not 2? Because here it's not adjacent. Here it is adjacent. Here it is adjacent. T could be here and not adjacent. T here is not adjacent, but it is colored. It is shaded, so that doesn't work. T can't be 2. This is 2. Okay. I don't know what 2 is. I know several things 2 isn't. It's like HIEO, but it's not E. That one's fine. It's not I. It's H or O is 2. O is fine here. H is not fine here. So O is 2. Yeah, it looks like O is 2. In box 8, what are shaded cells? Um, F is one more than something here. And N is one more than its friend, which exists, and N is not one. And then everything else is not, everything else has no friends. Everything surrounds the N. Oh, everything surrounds the N, but only one thing is shaded. Mm, yeah, I don't think that means that only one thing can be 9, or that this is like 8 or anything like that. Like it's gonna have one. I mean, like unless it's 9, it definitely has a neighbor that has one bigger than it. So there's a lot of places. It's we just yeah. Yeah, either F is one bigger than N, because there needs to be one bigger than N, or if N doesn't have anything one bigger than it, N is 9, and F is one bigger than one of these two instead. But I think both of those are possibilities. 2? 2. R is not 2. 2 has a 3 next to it somewhere. Um, 2 is not here, and not here. So it's here, I think. Because there is a 2 in the box that is greater than 1, so it has to be shaded. And it's not there. Which looks this way. So there's a 2 here, but it's not here by Sudoku. So it's here next to the 1. 2 in this box is here. And 2 in this box is here by Sudoku, but they're all 4 of these are shaded, and only one of them is actually next to 1. So that's pretty good. And then that's all my 2s. We can narrow 3 down in row 3. So I know one of these is 3. This one's adjacent to 2. These ones are adjacent to 2. This one's not adjacent to 2. This one's not 3 because it's adjacent to something, but not 2. Hello, Dorlir. Welcome in. I'm not sure how 3 is narrowed down in row 3, other than not being H. Because the adjacency only applies within the boxes, I think. Yeah, I can probably do that. I'll be taking a break after this puzzle for about 10 minutes, catch up on work and stuff. Oh, F in box 9. This is a good point. How dare I miss Sudoku? F in the chat. F in the chat. Press F to pay respects. Um, F, 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 F. I think that's all of my Fs. What else do I need in this row? I and N. And one greater than an immediate neighbor. What do I need here? E, T, and R. Um, H, I, T, and F, but not T. Here is E and something. H. Eh. I mean, it's clearly the Canadian A. I am Canadian, so I should have noticed that immediately. This is EHI in the column, but not I. So it is also A. So this is I. Those are not I. These are not H. No, I mean, we only say that when we're making fun of ourselves. And John Stewart said it best that Canada's primary export is jokes we are the butt of. And I love that. I love that a lot. Um, let's see. EHR again in the row, but that's not E. That's not H. But that's not exactly useful. I mean, we're the world's biggest exporter of maple syrup, but I mean, I don't think Russia's caught up in that regard. I mean, yeah, the strategic maple reserve. See, I just don't get the feeling that maple syrup is like in the public zeitgeist internationally. It is Canadian, right? And it's very Canadian, not just because we make a lot of it, but because it's also on our flag. But like, you know, when you have, I just don't think maple syrup is all that popular internationally. But one export I love that we have is Grey Goose vodka, which is pretty cheap here. It's like super cheap. So whenever they go on some movie and they're tossing around $500 bottles of Grey Goose vodka, I'm like, those are like 50 bucks Canadian. Um, what am I doing here? R and I, and here H and E. A. Here T H T E R. I don't know if they're popular anymore, but about 20 years ago, um, Newfie jokes were really popular, saying that people from Newfoundland were dumb. And, you know, like a whole bunch of bigotry based jokes, they've fallen by the wayside, and for good reason. Um, but I think it's weird to make like I like Newfie jokes in the sense that they're like it's a funny sounding name, and I have no, yeah, no, exactly. New Brunswick's gonna have Newfie jokes, and you know I don't generally support region based or uh like region based jokes, but like I understand it a little better when you're in close proximity. But I appreciate Newfie jokes just for having a funny sounding name and for having like an obscure small populace. And I bear no ill will to Newfoundlanders. They are uh, very loving people. Um, I'm going to pull the ripcord on that subject of conversation. I have F, N, and I. F, N, and I. Not F there. Once failed the class. Oh, you failed their class because you didn't understand what they were saying. I mean, that's a fair point. It kind of doesn't matter. Like, I know that uh, Newfoundland dialect and accent can be extremely thick and incomprehensible at times. And it is very important for any teacher to be able to communicate effectively to their students. So that is on them. Um, N and I. But it's not doing a lot of work, is it? Uh, this 2 has an adjacent 3. Is it F? No, sorry. It's shaded if it is 1 greater than a neighbor. So it has an adjacent 1, which is this. Um, yeah, I mean, if the rest of your class passed, then there has to be some onus on you. IR, N, and T in the row. Ah, I swear, if I get like some Myers-Briggs pencil marking, I'm going to be really upset. INFT? No, I will never get INFT. It would be FINT. Okay, so okay, so how do I forget what I'm doing. What is 2 even? Sorry, what is 3 even? If it's adjacent to 2 and if if the 3 is adjacent to 2, it must be gray. If it's not adjacent to 2, it must be white. Say F minus 1 equals H. Sorry, you said F equals 1 equals H. F plus 1 equals H. Okay. Uh, Based on this, because something is 1 lower than H here, and you're saying it's not E, because one and E are not beside it. Oh, because there's H and E in the. Oh, what? Box 7. H. What if E was here? This is unshaded. The H, oh, this H and this H both have an adjacent digit, an adjacent lower neighbor. Right. So one of these must be one of these, and F is in common. Okay, I accept this. Um, H and F. Well, H is next to F here, so H has to be shaded. Yeah. So what you said is an excellent point. I also don't think I'm understanding this at a good, solid level. Um, so 2 has an adjacent 3 that is T or F, and 2 has an adjacent 3 that is RIF. So F is 3? No, I'm getting it wrong again. 2 is an adjacent 1 when it's shaded. Son of a snapper. H has an adjacent, sorry, R has an adjacent 1 lower neighbor. F is not 3 because, yeah, if F was 3, it would be shaded here. F is not 3. I is not 3. H is not 3. F is 1 bigger than N, unless N is 9. Then F would be 1 bigger than 2 or I. Not I, because box 2, where F is bigger than a neighbor. Hello, Ollie. We've come to understand the nature of um, F is not 3 because F is unshaded here next to 2. Right, so it's not 1 bigger than this, and it's not 1 bigger than this because it's shaded here but not next to I. So F is 1 bigger than N. And we said H was 1 bigger than F. Yeah. start up a note. Please remind me later to delete my note because might not be able to see it. Um, or I can do something smarter and let me get this in. Oi, what's this? All right, this one is there, this one is there, and this one is nothing. Oh no, this doesn't work, does it? Oh, it's so broken. I just want three things. Oh dear. Okay. How does this look? Did I break my symmetries? I totally broke my symmetries. It's no good. Well, nuts to it. I'm going to shrink that, and that's fine. And then I'm going to do window capture. I know how to. I know how to do things. Oof, I'm not very good at this. Okay, let's do it up here then. I'm sorry about the things. I just want to make sure that I can see everything and that you can see everything. And if I had a second monitor, this wouldn't be a big issue. Okay. I'm sorry that it's in dark mode. It's going to be weird. Anyway, um, so we've determined h plus 1. No. What did we determine? F plus 1 is h. And that n plus 1 is f. I think I want to express this in minuses though. H minus 1 is f. So that I can look at h and then I can look at f and find n. So a shade box says I am one greater than one of my neighbors. And an unshaded box says my I'm my one greater neighbor is not a neighbor, is not adjacent to me. Okay. I think I understand. I don't really understand. Um, so yeah, F is adjacent to N. N's neighbor, EIRT, is one less than it. N's neighbor, EIRT, is not next to it. So IRT. N's neighbor is not next to it. IRT. That's not helpful. N's neighbor is next to it. IRT. H is not here. H is here, but it's also not next to F, its friend. So H goes there. H is here, adjacent to F, so it goes here. So that's not H. This H is seeing this. So this is R. This is E. These are not R. Flinters. H's. H is next to F, or H is not next to F. This isn't H because it's gray. F is here. H, oh, this is the only place H can go in the box, and it's not next to F. So this is F, and this is F, and this is I, this is N, and this is I, and this is ER, and this is ERT, and something. N, and H and F, and then F. F's lower neighbor is N. This is not next to F. Wait, isn't N broken here? What's happening? Am I misreading this? No. F is not next to its name. I'm not reading right. I read F. I read the color of F to determine if it's adjacent or not. It is not adjacent to n in this box. So it goes there. It is not adjacent to n in this box. So it goes I here and n here. It is adjacent to n because it's gray. It's not adjacent to n, which I can see. It is adjacent to n, which is fine. I was going to do that anyway. Okay, that's good. I really am not grasping how I infer that things are adjacent to each other by looking at them. I, R, and E, but not I. So ER pair. This is a naked single T, I think. This isn't I. This isn't I. This is an ER pair. This isn't R. This is N with I. R with I. An EH pair. R, not R. IN pair. Isn't doing anything, but it is resolved. I and N. This isn't R. ERHT. ERO. Let's add minus or plus. I and N are related. I plus 1 is N. N minus 1 is I. N is let me see if I can like work that out for myself. N is not adjacent here. It's not adjacent here. It's not adjacent here to its lower friend. Its lower friend isn't 1, so it's I or H. It is adjacent here. It is adjacent here. So N's lower friend is I. Yeah. Okay. And if n minus 1 is I, then I can look at n everywhere. I don't think it does any work, does it? No, because it's not placing it. But it does. Oh, okay. So I gets its shade from not 1 or n. It's EH or R here. It's HT or E here. So it's not R. And it's not T. It's E or H. I gets its shade here, which is still H or E. I gets its shade here, which is, E or T. I gets its shade here, which is E or T. I gets its shade here, which is E. So I minus 1 equals E. So E has to be adjacent here and not there. E has to be adjacent here, which is this. H and E. I is not adjacent to E here, so this is R, and this is E, and this is R, and this is T, and this is E, and this is T, and this is R, and this is H, and this is T, and this is E, and this is R, and the puzzle is solved. Just kidding. Okay, and then I look at E's, and I say, E is among these, but it's not this, and it's not H, and it's not I, it's F. So 1 equals F. It's incorrect. It's not correct. E is not next to its lower friend, or it has no lower friend. No, that's not what that means. Yeah, E could be 3. Um, I think I proved E must be 3 because it's in there and it's in here. So it's either 2 or R. I think it's just 2 based on this. Because it's not, E is not 2. So I think E is 3, which means I is 4, which means N is 5. Which means F is 6. Oops, I did something wrong. Said E is 3. I is I is 4. I think I clicked 1. I is 4. N is 5. F is 6. Okay. So let's look at H's lower neighbor is T or 6. H's lower neighbor is 6. So H is 7. R's lower neighbor is T or 7. R's lower neighbor is 7. So R is 8. And T's lower neighbor is 9. I think that's it. I think that's it. That was, yeah, that was strained. I think I finally understood it in the end that I'm supposed to be like choosing a letter and eliminating possibilities for what is its lower friend. And then forming the chain. Okay. Let's see if I can restore this back. And where did my notepad go? I want you gone. Let's center this a little bit better. At some point, I turned off the music. Yeah, I wanted to, but somebody pointed out earlier that if you do the coloring, it obfuscates the shading. So, like, unless you have a hard shaded color, and then do the other colors around it, that would have been difficult. All right, I'm going to take about a 10-minute break, do some work, do biology things, and I will see you presently. I have a puzzle suggestion from Ellen Damasi, which I'll be looking at shortly, and I don't think I'll get to any other puzzles today, but we'll look at that when we get back. Thanks. And we're coming back. And we're back. Just like that. 45. It's the secret. I'm a big fan of the podcast Clean Up on Aisle 45, which is a very anti-Trump political legal podcast. But I think 45 in association with Sudoku, like on a Sudoku stream, 45 means the secret. And not Trump. I think 45 will become less associated with Trump after he goes to prison. Anyway, I'm fine. Sorry, I had a little Trump caught in my throat. Excuse me. Okay. I need to find my whispers. Dorlir. Dory and Marty Sears are. Oh, I love Galaxies. Galaxies. No, not this one. Not this puzzle. Where did I put it? This, no. This one. This one. There we go. Galaxies collide. Have people seen the animation of Milky Way and Andromeda? The simulation of Milky Way and Andromeda colliding. I love it. The notion that despite there being billions of stars in both galaxies, that they will pass entirely through each other without suns ever colliding is fantastic. I want to see if I can find it. Something like this one. Let's just run it. Oh, it's not in the right window. Is it? It's not in the right window. Let's do a different capture for a moment. I'm going to be too big on this one. Oh well, let's shrink me down for a second. Is it? No, it's too gaseous. Why is it so gaseous? It's too fuzzy. This isn't the one that I remember. maybe it's not gaseous. Maybe there's just that many stars. Whoosh. Or maybe my resolution is not high enough. No, it's a re-upload, and it's not the highest resolution version. Sorry. I think there's a version out there that has much more pointy stars, and you really get the sense that they're just flying past each other instead of like being a gas. It's actually like, it actually feels like points. Oh, I broke this. Hang on. I need to do this. Uh, Sorry, I'm catching up on chat a bit. So, yeah, when galaxies collide, the stars are actually so ridiculously far apart that the stars don't collide, and the black holes don't collide. Like, at least on the first few passes. That I mean, the whole thing takes billions of years, which is fine too. But like on the first go around, it's just mathematically the trajectories of what basically amounts to like point, like basically particles in space. That there's so much empty space between stars that the chances that see, yes. Like I get your point that if they're passing through each other, are they colliding? But you know, in the sense that this mass of stars and this mass of stars have come together to form one larger mass of stars, yes, they have collided. Like the sun is big compared to us, but compared to its distance to the nearest sun, other than it, which is 3 light years, it's way tiny. Like they are billions of sun radii apart. They stars are tiny on the space scale. Anyway, Sudoku. Galaxies collide. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so this will be a very trivial puzzle. Divide the grid into 2 galaxies. Every cell in the grid belongs to one of the 2 galaxies. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even on the order of chemistry, where the nuclei of atoms are way tiny compared to their electromagnetic influence and their electron shells. Stars kick their asses, I think. I think stars are more particly than the nucleus of an atom is to its electron shells. I'm not sure about that actually. It's not like I have a degree in either chemistry or astrophysics. I just have a passing interest in them. Each galaxy must consist of a region of orthogonally connected cells and must have 180-degree rotational symmetry. No 2x2 area may belong to entirely one galaxy. One of the two galaxies behaves like a German whisper. It does. Orthogonally adjacent cells on this galaxy must have a difference of at least 5. The digit on an arrow counts how many cells in the pointed direction. Oh, sorry. The digit on an arrow cell counts how many cells altogether are being pointed at in the indicated direction that belong to its own galaxies, not counting the cell itself, and vision is not obscured by other galaxies. Hello, wifey. So the arrow points to divide the grid into 2 galaxies. Every cell belongs to one of the 2 galaxies. There's something I'm not understanding about this.
Well, there's nothing I can do.
Drops in to do Sudoku, looks at this and goes, "No, I'm out." Oh man. Digit on an arrow counts how many cells altogether are being pointed at in the indicated direction that belong to its own galaxy. One of the 2 galaxies is German Whisper. Holy crap. Arrows don't count themselves. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This is up to 5. This is up to 3. No? Digits on an arrow cell count how many cells altogether are being pointed at in the indicated directions that belong to its own galaxy, and vision is not obscured. What am I missing? That when I have an arrow pointing in this direction, I have to... Oh, an arrow cell. It's not the arrow that indicates that. It's the arrow cell that indicates that. Okay. So, but this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because the arrow only points in this direction. This counts only in these 2 directions. Okay. How many cells altogether are being pointed at in the indicated directions? Yeah, okay. Well, that's harder. That's harder. Okay. So I have to. I want to just kind of start at geometry then. There's two galaxies. Every cell belongs to only one galaxy. So, I don't know. I'm trying to place. How do I think about like the edges and the corners? Because I don't think the center cell is going to be the center of a galaxy. Because if it was, how would whatever it doesn't take ever be rotationally symmetrical and not include it? So, like, you know, ignoring the 2 by 2 rule, this is a galaxy, and this is a galaxy. Consider that the center may not be necessarily in the galaxy. Yeah, but that doesn't help with that rule. Like, yeah, I get that this might not be in the galaxy that but I still don't know that how that helps. Like, I'm gonna take some shape, right? Oh, right. You're saying I can have the center cell be the center of 2 galaxies just by having it not occupy. I could have some weird thing happen like this or whatever, something like that. And this is 2 galaxies. Fair point. And that has to be the case. The thing that I was running earlier, where I was saying the center is like here or something, it still causes a problem with the 2x2 rule because I can't draw a demarcation line on one side because then I have a symmetry problem. You know, I could, but I have to connect stuff up, right? I do have to connect everything though. Wait, how do I connect everything without making the outside entirely whole then? Welcome in, Marty. I'm My brain is already breaking and it's not even noon. Um, yeah, I think it doesn't work. I think the the X and Y sizes of both galaxies is at like at least 7, and the middle is the middle, because if ever I had it off of the center by any amount, then I would have to take like if one of my galaxies was entirely bound in here, but never reached, like never touched this, then this would be in the other galaxy, and it would. The only way for it to be symmetrical is however far along it gets, it would cut off the other side. And the only way to do that would be to do it on the far side, but that's just putting it in the center again. Like otherwise, I'm, splitting one side of the first galaxy from the other. And it's the same on the other axis, of course. So I think both galaxies are centered on the middle. I think that logic is sound. And then both galaxies are at least this big, because if they weren't this big, I would have a bunch of 2x2s, and that would suck. And so Now, my other consideration is how I know only one galaxy can be in the center. Well, both galaxies have the center at the center of the board, but this cell is in only one galaxy. I don't know which galaxy is green yet, but I will eventually make one of my galaxies green. So my issue is with the outside. I think I have to make it all one. All one color. Because if I had a break anywhere here, and I had some purple, any amount of purple will do. This is going to be one color or the other. Say it's purple. This purple connects to this purple via this purple, and it separates this yellow from this yellow. You know, or it's yellow, but it's the same. This yellow connects this yellow to this yellow, but now this purple is disconnected from this purple. So I think the outside is one color, and the middle is actually the other color. Because I mean, if it was the same color, how did these purples connect without isolating yellow? Like I can connect left to right like this somehow, or I can make little incisions or whatever, but purple can't, the top can't connect to the bottom without doing so twice and isolating the center cell. So it has to be like this. Okay. Now this isn't 5, it's max 4. Ah ha 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 ha. And this one isn't 8 anymore, it's 6. Well, minimum 2. Oof, we're nervous. Okay, not a lot of geometry play left. It's more of a like I have to use the arrows now. This color is here. Oh, okay. This isn't. This isn't my German whisper. Because, it has fives on it and sixes that are in the middles of that see two things and fours that see two things. So this is my German whisper, which is now green. Is that green enough? It might not be green enough. That's my German whisper. Okay. I'm never putting 5 on a German whisper. So 5 is yellow in every row, column, and box. This sees 7 cells, one of which is already yellow. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. But it's more than that because I need a certain amount of green cells in here. Like I see one there and I see one there. Which is going to make it pretty restrictive to be adjacent to something. It's going to be like 1, 8, or 9 adjacent to it. Do I have a problem with making this 6? I might do, because I do, because it makes this 6. I don't want to put 6 next to too many 1s. So that's not 6. And it is now low. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one's color because my green and yellow are a little bit too similar. I'm going to change this to purple instead, because I'm about to 2-color one of my galaxies. My German whisper is always going to go high and low, and it's going to do so in checkerboard format. So wherever I have green, these ones are going to be dark. and the other ones are going to be light. So all of these are low. And this being low is interesting. Just because it sees so much stuff. Need to rewind my music because it's about to end. I'm listening to lo-fi Adventure Zone music by the McElroy brothers. If people want a D&D podcast that isn't Critical Role, go back and listen to the Adventure Zone. It's pretty awesome. So the thing is, if this was green, it would be light green, which is high. And I guess it could take 3 here, up to 3 here, and up to 3 here. That this one doesn't take in order to get the total higher. But if it did do that, I would need for this to be 5 more than this, or at least 5 more than this. No, wait, 6 more? Because this actually sees this in its count that this doesn't see. Oh, but this sees this that this doesn't see. So that's offset. So it's in order for this cell to be green, this plus this have to have at least 5 more greens than this. Which is difficult, isn't it? like it maxes out at 6 more, but it has to be at least 5 more. And it has these in common. But if this is, temporary green, no, what is temporary green? Is this temporary green? That's a better temporary green, I think. Which causes this to be temporarily green. I don't know. This is conjecting too hard. Seems possible, but terrible. It pushes this total up. Yeah. Property of a German whisper is they are at least 5 different. Meaning these aren't 5 different. This is just always purple. Which is a little simpler. That I don't know anything about yet. But now green does have to get out. I can't block it in with purple. So it does have to get out with green. And it's not 4 just by German whisperiness. And this isn't 6 because it would cause this to be 1 as well as this, or this. And this sees all of them. And ditto here. This can't be 6 because that would force this to be 1 and this, or this. Oh, sorry. Let me pin this. My apologies. Yeah, we're counting green cells in all three directions here. This is counting green cells only in this direction. This is counting purple cells only in this direction, but it totals them to give an aggregate sum. Okay, and now I think this can still be 5 different. Saying that this is 7, 8, or 9 when it's summing. But the difference between these is the difference in the number of greens between here and here. Which can still be 6, I think. Although putting 1 here would be interesting. Sorry, this still isn't 6. If this was 6, this would be 1. But also something out here would be 1, and that's just not on. If this was 1, it would make all of this purple. And this would have to be 7 because this would have to be green. And that would make this also green. I don't have a major problem with that, except no, I do have a major problem with that. This and this is rotationally symmetric. They need to be the same color pattern. One 7 doesn't work. It just doesn't add up. I can't make 6 difference between here and here. Or did I just color it wrong? No, I didn't color it wrong. This was like this. And that just doesn't work. So not 1. But I think 2 has a similar problem. Like, the one more that I'm adding here. What is this doing? The higher the base gets, the more green I'm putting down here. Ish. And I want to put green here. To drive these further apart. Because I can't make this alone have 5 more. Yeah, I logically removed 1. What happened when I did 1 was I counted, that's my 1. And that makes all of this purple. And, blue is purple. It's just temporary purple. But rotationally, this is also purple because of this. And then that causes me not to reach any of these digits, counting greens here, and yellow is green, as we all know. I just can't reach the total count, so 1 is out. But I think 2 is also out for the same reason-ish, but it's harder for me to articulate. Because now I can put 1 up here, or over here, or over here, just to make this 2 total happen. And the thing is, I want to put it up here, because that's going to put a green down here that counts for this and not this. So I still want to make these blue. And then I'll put a green here. And I'll put a green here. But I'm still not reaching my total, I don't think. Or am I? I might be now. No, I think I am now. But this sees 2 greens up here, and this sees three greens, 4 greens, plus 3 can be 7. So that's okay now. And 3 is easier because I have wiggle room. So it's not that this is 2. What about 9 here? What does that do? 9 forces this is just 6 cells here and 3 cells here being green. It forces all of this to be yellow, which is green. But then this counts all of this, which is 3. And none of this, which is still blue. This is 8. What's the problem with this? This would be 4. And now I see 4 purples, so I need like green all over here, and that's terrible. Because I have squares abound. So not that. Seven causes exactly 2, but I think I've unwound that a bit. It's just never 1 anymore. You can already see 2. What about this being 2? If this was 2, it would force this to be purple. It would force this to be 3, which forces this to be 8 on the German Whisper with 9. Now my 3 is entirely in this direction. So this is yellow and this is yellow. And 8 counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 2 yellows here. One of which is here because of this. No, I colored this wrong, didn't I? Hang on. No, I colored that entirely wrong. Sorry. This 2 is counting purples. So these would be yellow. And these would be yellow. But now this count is just super broken. Because I can already see 5. And if I count 3 over here, this purports to count 2. But it puts 3 purples in this direction means 1 green in this direction, which means another green in this direction, and this count is broken as well. So this is always 4. This is always purple. This is always purple. And now this count is entirely counting up here to be 2 or 3. I think there was a simpler way of talking about that. The fact that putting any yellows here puts the amount of yellows, putting any greens in here puts the greens in again here. Messes with this count a lot. Okay. Sorry, let's do some coloring. Dark green. Okay. 2 or 3 here. Makes this oh, I see 3. No, I could still see 4 or 3. I'm not certain. These are low though. This is still low. Which, I mean, I see 4. No, I don't see 4. I see 3. But I don't see 2. I see 3 right now. And I see the same number as this. So these are the same value. Right? Because you know, they offset each other. This one is like this one looking up. And then these are still both counting everything vertically except themselves. So they're the same digit. Minar. This. If it was green, it would be pretty small. Pretty darn small. If this was green, which, you know, yellow is obviously green, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, but it already sees 2. And it can't have the value 4. And I have to have something green up here. So as to not isolate this. So this would be exactly 3. If it's green. And then I wouldn't be able, this I don't know. I wouldn't be able to put any more green in. But that makes a 2 by 2 in purple, and that seems terrible. So let's not do that. Let's make this purple and start counting. Which makes this purple. And that being purple is very interesting to me. Because I mentioned, it still holds true, that the sum of these in green have to be at least 5 more than the sum of these in green. But there's only 5 things available that can be green. And that's all of them. I'm just going to do this and make this 3 and 8. And 9. Not 9. Um, 6 and 7. Just in the column. And then these are 1, 2, and 5 and 4. But this isn't 4 or 5, and this isn't 4 or 5 because they're next to 6s and 7s. So these aren't 1 and 2. This is green by 2 by 2. Easy dubs it. All right. What do I want to look at? Actually, this is interesting. I don't think this is purple. No, not purple. If it was purple, this would be green. But this green needs to connect back to its friends. So it goes like this. But now, if I count greens here, I've hit 4. But now, I'm adjacent to 2 things that both have to be 9. And that seems terrible. So not purple. It's green. What was the other way of looking at it? That if this was purple, I don't see the 2 by 2 issue if this was purple, but like I know it causes this to be purple, but It's fine. I got there. This is purple by 2 by 2. This is green. And similarly, sorry, this one, this one. I would need to fix the checkerboard. To avoid isolation, I would make it 2 by 2. If I made this purple, purple, purple. Okay. So here's my observation. Can't have 2 purples because it would isolate green, and I can't have 2 greens because it would make checkerboard or 2 by 2s. So I'm going to have one of each here. Which brings my total to 3, 4, 5. I still have to count this, this. But I'm going to have some green here. So that this can get out. So this isn't 5. But I'm not going to have 3 green here. And having 2 green is possible but risky. It's not 4. 9's not available. So I'm asking myself, can this be green? Because the value of this hinges on it. And the value of this hinges on it. Whether or not this is green. If this is green, that makes this 4. And this couldn't be, oh, this would be 9. Actually, this could be green because it's not counting vertically. Conversely, if it's purple, this has to get out this way, which causes this to be 9. Just because it has to get out to 8 or 9, but not 8. And I don't know that I have a problem with that. Sorry, this is yellow 9 as a conjecture. This is yellow something. I get the feeling I'm way off base. Alright, stall for time. This isn't 6 or 7. If this is 4, it causes 9 here. Green here. Problems? Any problems? Still not a problem? It's a bit tight. Don't see a problem there. I know we can do that. My issue is that it doesn't break anything. Why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? Sorry, did you PM me or? Okay. This conjecture is not breaking, and therefore I don't like it anymore. But I am going to take 8 out of here because I need to stall for time. If this is 3, it causes a 9 here. Which causes this to be 8. These are always 5 apart. If this is 3, there's still a 4 here that needs a friend, and oh no, I could put my 9 here still. Oh no, I can't. No, I can. It's just a purple 9. I think that's still okay. So what's the observation? One green and one purple. At least one purple. And at least one green. Green and one purple. At least one green and one purple. Right now I'm counting 4. I'm seeing 6 here. These can't both be purple. I can add 0 or 1 purples here. 1 purples here. 1 or 2 purples here. So I definitely see 5. I definitely see 6, and maybe one more here, and maybe one more here. That count doesn't do anything. Row 6, column 4. I mean, just not 8. Shows how good at Sudoku I am. Can you just give me a cell number? Like, if I'm supposed to be using this cell's arrow to make a deduction, let me know. Or this cell and this cell. Or some other cell that I can deduce the color of and its partner. If this is green, it's a 1-2 pair. Column 4. If this is green, it's a 1 or a 2, just by being next to this. And this is also a 1 or 2. But then I need to, I can't take this. So if these are in, then they're green. And they are 1 or 2. Oh, but then these are both 7. And that's terrible. One of these is 6. That is number wang. And similarly here, like one of these is 6 and only goes with the 1. So I can't take either friend. And therefore this needs to escape exactly through here. That gives me joy. That sparks joy. 2x2s. Nice. hey, look, this counting thing is counting now. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I do need a purple here. And a green. But this is 7. And it has fulfilled its count. So these are both green. Which is like this and like this. And now these are purple by 2 by 2. I think that count is right now. Yeah. 7 is not in some places. 1, 2 pair. 5 and 6. Not a 6, so it's not going to be 6 anyway. This is also not going to be 6 anyway. This isn't going to be 6. Not 9 or 7. Not 8. Yes, 6 in here somewhere. This one's not 6. 9. 8. 9. 6 sevens. Knocks 3s and 4s out of both of those. Which knocks 1 and 2 out of that. But also this one isn't 4. It's just 3 with 4. That makes this green, and this green, and this purple. Typo. Ignore me! That's an obscure reference that nobody will get. Home stretch. Not 3, 4, 5 pair. Do need a 9. But this is not a pair. 6, 7 pair. Knocks a 7 out of here. This 6 is doing 6y things. Bringing 6y back. 9 next to 3. 1 is 2ing. Those are 1ing. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 7. 9. That's an 8. That's a 7. That's a 6. 7 next to 2. Not 2. Also not 4. 4 I should have put in because of this. This is 1. This I don't know. This one I do know though. 6. 6s, 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 6. Fours, 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 fours. Five, 2, 3, 4. Not 4 or 3. Not 3. So there is a 3 up here. Not a 2 though. Not a 4 here. Oh. Yay. As everybody knows, Sudoku is my weakest link. Goodbye. Four, 5 pair. This isn't 5 or 6. This is 5 or 6 in the row, and then I need a 3. This is 7 and 8. This is 1, 5, 6, and 9, but not 1, and not 9. This isn't 6. This is 1, 5, and 3 in the column. Two, 4, 5, 9. Not 5, not 4 or 2, not 2 or 5. I feel like a 4, 5, 9 pair. Also not 4. Alright, 4, 5, 9 pair makes that an 8 with 1 and 3 here. 4, 7, 8, 9. Eight solutions with this shape. Yeah, German Whisper, clarity, arrow counting, galaxy symmetry are very powerful. It's quite elegant. Not 4 or 7 or 9. Just wrapping up. Do you want to?
I'm just doing Sudoku over your shoulder. That's all I'm doing.
Hit it. I'm not very good at Sudoku, so I'm not. I miss stuff all the time. 1, 3, 5 in the row. 1, not 3 or 5 in the row, so naked single.
That one's 1.
Why?
One cuts out there, one cuts out there, one cuts out there, one cuts out there.
Oh, this one is cutting this one off?
Yeah.
Nice. I accept this.
I know that me pointing at the screen isn't exactly good content because people don't know where the heck I'm pointing at.
Well, my mouse can fill in. 9. Just Sudokuing. So not 9, not 1. Also not 5 because of this 4-5 pair. 3, 3.
The 9 over here blocks out that 9.
Noise. Not 7. 4, 9 pair. 4, 9 pair. That's not a 9. Uh, 4-star seems good. Going on 90 something minutes, it feels 4-star-ish. I can usually like a 3-star puzzle will take me between an hour and an hour and a half. 4-star puzzle usually an hour and a half to maybe I don't finish it if I don't have help. 5, 6, 7, and 8, but not 5 or 6 here. 5, 6 pair. I like 4, but I'm not the star guy. I applied for star guy, but I got passed over. Fives, 6s, and 7s. Not 6 in this box. Not 5s here. But not 5 here. So 5 is up this way and isn't here. 3, 5. I need a 6 here. But I don't know that that does work. 2, 5, 7, 8. And I need a 1 in this column, which goes here. This is not 1, it's 5. This is 6, 7, or 8, and this is 7 because of this. 7 looks back down. 8, 6, 8. And also not 9 from up above. So just 6, 5, 4, 2, 9 pair, which is resolved here because this is a 9. 5, 7, 2. 5 is out of here. So 9, 4, 5, 4, 9 up here. 3, 5, 2. This 5 is looking over here. 3, 5, 2. So also 3, 5. And you have 5 in the column. This 5, 6 is resolved. This 7, 8 is resolved. This is a 4. This is a 6. And this is an 8. That's elegant. And a lot of fun. Thank you for submitting the puzzle, Dorlir and Marty. Lots of fun. Thank you for hints. I was that was good fun. I'm only seeing familiar faces, but if you are lurking and I haven't shouted you out, hi, thanks for joining me. If you want to see me or know when I come online, please follow me. I have a very modest follower goal of 987,654,321, and every little bit helps. I have been posting some of my VODs on YouTube. I am on YouTube as Zerotan. So you can check me out there. I have VODs on the video for Twitch, but I don't think they're permanent. So thanks again for the solves. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for the hints. Thanks for the well-wishing. I'm going to see if I can find a new home for you. If there's anybody, there's Time Pass who's doing crosswords. Excuse me. We'll see if there's any Sudoku peoples. we've got Zeke Fox, who is a fox, and we have Don Perfectionist. But Zeke Fox appears to be doing a puzzle I just solved.
Tweet 6 that out.
Oh, no, but I did that off stream. It's the one that was featured. So we are going to tune into Zeke Fox, I believe. It was featured on CTC recently. So let's do a raid. And say hi to Zeke Fox for me. And you know, do a raid, but do like a reverse raid where instead of like burning their fields, you help plow their fields, or like, you know, plant some flowers, or like just like pick up garbage that you see around. Like do a nice raid, helpful raid. And I'll see folks again soon. Thank you again. Cheers.
I hate that.